Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I might say a few cuss words here and there because they slip out sometimes. Anyway, as you can tell from the title of this video, I have the JKissa and elf stuff. I even got the brushes here. I took them out and washed them last night. So yes, in this video I am going to use primarily elf products, not the foundation, because kind of stinks. But anyway, I was one of the first 1,000 people to order, I guess, because I got a extra set of little stickers and a little cute card. My card got chewed up by their machine or something, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts, and I thought it was so cool. But if you know anything about this collab, which you probably do if you're watching this, she did this for rescue animals. I did not myself have a rescue animal, but I did have a dog that I loved and had for 10 years, and he was my ride or die, my sidekick. The reason I felt safe every night. At one time, I didn't even sleep with my doors locked, because if anyone would have came in, they would have had a bad day anyway. And I lived in the middle of nowhere, but that's beside the point. Anyway, so I decorated my palette in memory of my Tank-a-roo. And this is how I did mine. Editing Teresa while I'm sitting outside relaxing. You can see me in natural light. I kind of gave away some of the video, but that's okay. I wanted to tell you that if you stay till the end of the video, I'm going to insert some pictures with a little story time about my Tank-a-roo, so stay tuned for that. I thought it was so cute. But yeah, I was going to wait to film with this palette because I've had it forever and I never got a chance to film. But I used this like from here up yesterday, and when I tell you I was blown away, I was blown away. So I don't want this video to be a million miles long. I'm probably just going to focus on the eyes. So we'll zoom you guys in. I'm going to prime my eyes. I was going to use my e.l.f. the white primer, but yesterday when I wore it, by the end of the day, my shadow was all cracking up. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills just to see if it's the shadows or that eye primer. So without further ado, let's get into this tutorial, shall we? Let's have some fun. That's my jam. Okay, well, I really want to go in with that yellow I used yesterday because it was just amazing. I do want to try out the other side of this palette, which means I have to change my clothes, but that's okay. So I think I'm going to start out with Peaky right here. And I am using the J1 from the collection because I want to keep this a little tight down to start out with, and then I'll get a fluffy brush and blend it. But guys, look at that. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm so blown away by these. Let me get a fluffy brush because I was going to try to use just the e.l.f. Brushes, but I don't think that's going to be my vibe. So gonna take a Sigma E38 and woo, drop it. Now pick up some of this blue shade right here called Cannoli. And I'm just gonna work this on this second portion of the lid. I also wanted to use these because I know these are harder colors to formulate, so I wanted to see how they did with these. But I may do the other eye a different color. This is actually kind of patchy. I am so surprised. I think I am going to do the look I did from yesterday on this eye so that you guys can actually see how beautiful it performed. But we're going to see if we can get this to blend out a little better. Pick up just a boop boop more. I'm just going to grab that first brush and just pick up a dab. Just to try to fill in where it got a little patchy here. I wish this was a slightly lighter green, but we're here now. And I think that is working pretty good. Now I'm going to do the same thing with that blue. Just a dab, just to get rid of that patchiness, which seems to be working for the most part. Now I'm going to take the J2. It's kind of a flat but domed brush, and to the purple in this palette called Sadie. And I'm just gonna focus that on this outer V area. Maybe pick up just a tiny bit more. And that's not a bad purple. I always get this spot right here that like just does not want to accept pigment if you're new here. I probably should always do this eye, but it's good to see that not everybody gets a perfect application every time. My opinion only. And I think I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of, on that same brush, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of the next darker purple and just stamp that down here just to give some dimension. Okay, I'm going to take the J3, it's clean, I haven't used it yet, and just buff along those edges, keeping everything semi-seamless. This side is definitely not working like the other one, but I know these types of colors are allegedly harder to formulate, so I'm going to get my NYX glitter primer and we're going to do a little fake cut crease situation here. And yeah. And I'm actually going to set this brush to the side because I think I am going to do this other eye exactly how I did it yesterday. So I'm going to take this $1 Million Brows eyeshadow brush, and the first shade I'm going to go just the way it is on my eye. We're going to start with Reagan right here. And I know these other three shimmers were beautiful. So, oh yes. I love green. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm gonna, that went on so easy. I'm gonna use the other side of that brush to pick up some of this Bailey shade right here. And these are all pressed pretty good, just so you know. They're not loosely pressed, but they are getting the job done. Now I think with my finger, I'm going to pick up some of this confetti shade and just kind of put that right out here. just to help cover up some of that patchiness. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to do some liner on the top. For that, I'm going to use my e.l.f. My e.l.f. eyeliner, and we'll be right back to do this eye with the other side of the palette. Just makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on eyeliner for right this second. This is the ColourPop E2, and I picked up some of this Yosemite shade, just using the same brush as I used yesterday because it makes sense in my head. And as I started putting this down, I was like, whoa, holy pigment. I mean, that is a stunning yellow. I mean, truly, I really like this yellow. I like all the colors on this warmer side of the palette. And it blends so dreamy. Gonna go in with my Dominique Cosmetics DS04, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Millie right here. And I'm gonna work that a little more focused in the bottom portion of the crease, just under that yellow. Oh, look at that, guys. You guys want to hear a funny story while I'm blending? I got so used to living over by the lake in the RV park. I'm gonna go back with that first brush. Under all those trees, it's like even when I was outside, I was in the shade all the time, inside and out. And here, we hardly have any trees. So I'm always in the sun because we smoke outside. I don't know if you know that. But anyway, we smoke outside. We don't smoke around Thomas. But so I sit out on the back porch, and when I'm smoking my cigarettes, and I look down at my feet, like in the shower last night and then this morning, and I'm like, why do my feet look so dirty? And it hit me, duh, because they're always in the sun. They're not dirty. They're tan. They're not white. I just thought that was hilarious. Sigma E33 into this shade right here called Casey. And this I'm going to focus mostly on this outer V area. And this is exactly how I did this yesterday. I did wipe these brushes off because after I did this right here, I went into this shade here called Pepper to deepen it up just a little bit more. See how that worked? It's so beautiful. Yes. Okay, next glitter primer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same brush that I used with that NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to start with Firefly right here, and I'm going to put that on the inner portion of this eye look. Look at that. Oh my god, yesterday I like to die when I use this palette. Then I'm going to flick off some of that yellow, and I'm going to go into Suki right here with the other side of that brush. I mean, they're hard pressed, but when you rub your brush around, they definitely pick up. And I'm going to put that in the center of the eye look. Kind of go back and forth between the yellow and the orange here. Look at that. That is so pretty. Now I'm just going to take my finger and pick up some of this strawberry shade right here, just like we did on the other side, and just kind of pat it on the outside. Oh, I think I'm going to take my other finger back into Suki just to intensify it a little. Oh, that is so pretty, isn't it? I mean, yesterday when I got done with my makeup look, I was like, okay, I can look with that. Yes. Okay. Elf liner. This elf, that's a mascara. This elf liner right here. I love this liner. I really do. I think it performs just as good as, and it's a brush tip instead of a felt tip. So I really like this. All right, this is the eyeliner. I gotta admit, the side is growing on me. I mean, it doesn't look all that bad, I don't think. I think I just need to go over some of this. Anyway, let's work on the lower lip. Excuse me, if you can hear the coffee pot, it's just because we're still working on coffee. Okay, let's do this lower lash line. So, for this eye, I started out with my Sigma small angled brush, the E65, and I actually mixed a little of these two. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And I just popped that and connected it with the wing. And I put this a little more than halfway across my eye because I like it. Then I literally just switched off the brush and I dipped into some of this Millie shade right here. Right here, Millie. And I just kind of took that from that inner corner and faded it into those reds. Ooh, I didn't stick it in my eye the first time, but I did that time. Always when you put a new pair of contacts in, you know that's going to happen. Anyway, Morphe M321, it's like a tiny little pencil type brush into that yellow shade. Okay. I don't remember what she said during her video. I'm not gonna do my entire face until we get totally done with the eyes because obviously I'm not gonna walk around with 2 eye looks on today. But I think I might go with this one today. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do this and let you guys run away. Okay, so I am gonna use the J5 angled brush. And I'm going to start out by picking up a little tiny bit of that green and put that on this inner part. I think I'm going to connect it with the corner this time. Ooh, yes. And then I'm going to do the same thing. That is really soft. Like really soft for an angled brush. I like that. Okay, now I think I'm going to go into Tatcha right here instead of cannoli because I want to see how this fades. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Yes. Okay, one more time. And we're going to go with Pretty Girl, the darker of those purples. I like doing it a little, and I mean, I like it a little darker on the lower lash line, but what I was going to say is I don't have a whole lot of fallout. I mean, I got a little bit, but I don't have a whole lot, and I can appreciate that. So let's go in with, let's try to get most of this off and just kind of buff along this, because I don't want this dark side to be too awful crazy. I might pick up a little bit of Pretty Girl and just kind of, I probably need a smaller brush. Moda Pro BMX 466. Think I'm gonna actually, let's pick up some Sadie, because Pretty Girl's a little darker than what I kind of wanted to do, but I kind of want to, and you can sharpen all this up with a makeup wipe. So if you, especially if you do your eyes first. But I'm not liking the way that looks out here at all, so we're just gonna make it as though it never happened. But there is a little tiny bit of where I buffed it out, so I'll take it. Now for my more warm side, I'm going to take my Morphe M213 into that Firefly shade again, because I like it, and I'm going to pop that right in the inner corner and a little bit drug down that first part of that lower lash line, just up to that, where that orange starts. And then I'm going to get, there it is, that brush that I used to put that yellow, just to buff that out slightly. Oh man, we gotta try these babies out. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Can we talk about these boxes and packaging? I mean, it is just so cute. Okay, so I gotta try these out. I'm just that girl. So I'm gonna pop a little bit of this on the center corner, I think. Actually, let me wipe this off. I think I might do this one on this side. And we will do, let's see, this is called Pity Smile. This one. And this one, let's see. I cannot see that writing. I think this might be Suki to My Heart. Don't quote me on that. Maybe I should have went and watched her video, huh? Okay, so let's get some more of that. And I'm not going to put this directly on my eye. I'm going to take my pencil brush from Lavish, and I'm going to scoop some up and pop it. Yes, right in that corner. Oh, do you guys see that? What do you think? Do you like it? I love it. Oh, it's pretty. Those microfine glitters. I think I'm gonna put a tiny bit on my finger and just dab it. I don't want to mess up my eyeshadow, because I think I might go with this look for today. But look at that. It puts just a little bit of extra sparkle in it, I think. I like that. Okay, so I cleaned this brush off really good, and I'm going to go into that golden side, which I guess is Pity Smile. And picked up some. I cleaned this brush off really good. And I'm going to top it. And kind of do the same thing over here. I wish I wouldn't have put that gold down so we could see it a little better, but it has some really cool reflex in it. I really like that. Let's see. This is probably not as good of an idea. But since I'm going to be taking this off, I want to see what it looks like. Just dabbed across this like we did with the other one. Oh, this could be pretty all on its own, I think. It kind of covered up all my orange, but that's really pretty. Yes. So basically what I did is I actually put orange in my waterline on this side, and I'm not sure what I'm going to put on this side. Let me match this eye to this eye, but take a good look at both sides. And let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. I have to say, for summer, definitely this. But I'm kind of liking this. Anyway, let's get to some final thoughts, shall we? Ta-da! What do you think? This is the final look. Okay. I love this eye look. I used a couple different brushes on this side, so it did perform just a little bit better. And yes, can we talk about this guy right here, this hydrating coconut mist? This is a nice setting spray. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, this eye did come out a little bit better than this one, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Love to hear from somebody. Anyway, I love this palette. It represents my baby boy who, I mean, when Tank first passed away, I couldn't talk about him at all. He was such a big part of me that it just wasn't happening. So I love this palette. Congratulations, JKissa. This is amazing. I'm going to be playing with this palette a lot because Elf did that shit. Anyway, I really like this palette. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to film with the new collection they have. This one, it's, what is it? The Retro Paradise collection. I did today for this look. I filled in my lips with the lighter liner and I lined the outside of them with the darker one. Then I put this gloss on top that I believe is called Dream On Lip Gloss. I don't know if that's the name of it or what. I'll put it down in the description box if I can figure it out. But anyway, and I used a bunch of other e.l.f. products here that I put in my little box so I don't forget. And yeah, like I said, everything will be listed in the description box. Tell me what you think of the way the rest of my face is looking with all these e.l.f. products. I don't think it's looking too bad. We'll see if this eyeshadow breaks up as bad as it did yesterday with, you know, I got to thinking about it and my face might have broke up like it did because I did laundry. And my laundry shed is literally outside. So I'm wondering, is it just because I messed it up by all that sweating I was doing? I don't know. I'm going to play around with that e.l.f. eye primer a little bit more before I give a final thought. I can definitely say I like this palette. So yeah, again, congratulations to JKissa. You did a bang up job. My little Tank palette is definitely going to be going on my shelf behind me so I can see and think about my baby all the time. But that being said, thank you so much for watching my video. If you made it this far, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and stick around. I do mostly reviews and tutorials because that's what I like about YouTube and I don't see it very much. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful night or day whenever you decide to watch this video. And lots of love from me and Thomas to all of you, even though Thomas is not bothering our videos anymore because he can play in his room while I do this. Anywho, it is lunchtime now, so we need to get lunch going. So we will see you on the next Teresa Tries Tutorials. Bye, guys. This is my Tank-a-roo as a newborn baby. And of course, he grew up to be a magnificent full-grown bull mastiff. So gentle, so kind, so great with the kids and the grandkids and with Thomas. He truly, truly made my life complete. And I'll forever miss him. He was amazing. There was no one or nothing he wasn't kind to, as long as it wasn't affecting the family in any way. Very protective over all of us. So we love you, buddy, and we'll never forget you.